All right, pretty good day for the first scrimmage. It was good to get some work, even though a little bit of bad weather. So very thankful for the indoor facility. Offense kind of won the scrimmage today. If I had to say who the winner was, kind of had their way against the defense through the air. Guys making a lot of big plays, and a lot of big plays after the catch. We got to do a better job of tackling guys after the catch, and we got to do a little bit better job in third down. But the efficiency of the offense was good defensively, and on third downs and red zone got to be a little bit better. But that's one of our points of emphasis. It's our first chance to play real football, and like I just told the guys, real football team is going to make improvement from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage. And we got 2 practices. We got meeting time. We got to take coaching and don't view it as personal criticism. It's not an attack on you. It's coaching, and we got to get better. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing next week.
Is that a little bit to be expected that your passing game receivers, just given the experience you have back versus your DBs, et cetera, would be a little ahead?
No, I didn't expect anything. I expect the guys to come out and compete and play football. Not that we did compete, but I don't know how many yards we threw for, but there were too many yards thrown for, too many passes being caught. And the twos we're playing with, but the ones we need to play a little bit. We need to play a little bit better with the one football. Too easy for the offense up and down the field today. And spring ball, is usually what I'm accustomed to is defenses, kind of rule the day. But also accustomed to, after a good scrimmage, you come back and have the second scrimmage, and the other side of the ball usually plays a little bit better. So wasn't very good for one side of the ball, but how are we going to improve, and then how are we going to maintain and keep improving offensively? That's the challenge. But as far as expecting one side of the ball or one position group to be better because of the guys coming back, no. We guys are out there competing, and we got to compete.
You have obviously some younger guys that you needed to see where they're at if they're ready. Guys that redshirted last year, guys like Richard King who were backups. Did you see some things today?
Well, Richard's still out right now from a concussion, and hopefully we can get him back next week. He's running good. He ran the sprints, and he's doing a little bit of Coach Logo's individual. So we need to get him back and see what he can do. But offensively, guys like Jeff Taylor and Colby Meeks have been really pleased with them the first 5 days. So it'll be interesting to see how they played today. From behind, it looked like they played pretty good defensively. Keithion, Kevin Nutt, Robert Allegheny. Keithion and Robert are 2 guys that hadn't played a lot of football. Jamal Hicks played a lot at the end of the year, but those are guys that will be interesting to see on tape. I did notice Jamal making a play on a third down, which is a third down stop, but those are the guys at line and DB. The running backs, we didn't run it a lot today. I wanted to focus on throwing the football because that's one of the objectives to get better offensively, is have a more consistent passing game in the intermediate, and I thought Nick was very efficient today and did a good job.
How did JC look? You've been kind of wondering how he'd come along with these extra reps.
Well, I think there's been some improvement with JC. He's got to become a more consistent passer. In this offense, you've got to be able to hit your targets. He has not done that on a consistent basis. Today, he had a few bright spots. He does have some mobility to be able to create with his legs if things break down. That's probably been the biggest positive for him in this scrimmage. But I thought he played better today. I can't remember. Paul showed me the stats, but I can't remember off the top of my head what his efficiency was, but I thought he was a little bit better. But he's got to be more consistent hitting his targets, and he had a couple drops, but drops are going to happen. But he's got to be. If we've got the right play call against the right coverage that is open, we got to hit our targets. And I thought for the most part those guys did that today. JC probably wasn't as efficient as Nick.